Okay, so we're starting it off here. We have we're gonna have a game of Warmachine. So my friend Chad's here, his Cygnar, and then I am playing my trolls over here. So we got a table that I built for local game store, and we'll go over the lists. So Chad, why don't you go ahead and start us off with what you got?
Well, I have Darius.
Okay.
Converted. He has his half-jacks here. He has two hammersmiths here and here. And then the storm wall. Back here is a junior warcaster and a squire.
Okay, we're playing 35 points. We're doing just kind of a quick scenario for time. Excursion, I believe is what it's called. It's with the three objectives, which I believe at the turn 2, one of them will disappear. Correct. I believe, is that correct? Okay. So we'll go over my list here. I am running Epic Doomshaper. These are actually painted by Chad, which is funny. And that used to be my models originally. Then I have Mulg, I have Earthborn, I have an Axer, I have Janessa, I have a unit of Stone Bearers with the UA, I have some Whelps, and then I got the champion hero, just trying to fill points and hope that that will work. So Chad's going first, he's already set up, and then I'll set up.
Good thing is at least.
Okay, so this is my deployment here. I got the Axer over here, kind of just bricked up. My plan is to have the Earthborn next to the forest there to maybe get some extra speed with Mulg if need be. So that's kind of about where we're at. Try to stay central so that in case any of these fall out, we can still try to get them. So okay, so it'll be Chad's turn first. Okay, this is the end of turn 1 for Cygnar. Go ahead, Chad. Tell me what you did.
So I walked up a little bit after casting full throttle. I put Fortify on the Hammersmith and then craned him forward. Basically, it's about 3 inches with the base size with the crane. Ran him up. Ran this one up. Ran the storm wall up, ran all the, basically ran everything up, and then walked up the junior warcaster and put +3 armor on the storm wall.
Okay. Okay, so this is the end of Trolls turn 1. The Axer just ran over here. Or excuse me, the Troll champion hero just ran over there. The Axer actually moved up 5, put Rush on Mulg. Then Mulg ran over here with Pathfinder and the +2. Then the Earthborn walked up and used his Amnes on him, the Elemental Communion, to give him the bonus for being next to an obstruction. And the Forest, right? Good, nice. The 2 Whelps just kind of walked over here. He ran over here. Janessa, as you can see, came up, cast a wall there. Doomshaper just basically unloaded all his fury with these guys and then just kind of ran up a little bit to get kind of closer. These guys ended up using the armor bonus with the no continuous effects and just kind of ran out, spread out a little bit. So that's it for turn 1. Let's see kind of how we're positioned here. So, all right, thanks. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I walked him over into the forest, fully loaded, fired at 2 of his troll Stone Bearers, right. Killed them both on failed tough rolls. Laid out this and put 2 covering templates here. Ran the little half-jacks in front to kind of give a blocking for charging a little bit. Walked and walked up. Moved up. He actually just ran, sat on 2 focus, and ran up base to base to the Fortify draft. That was it.
Okay. We're at turn 2, Trolls. Cygnar already went last turn. So just to recap kind of what happened. The Troll Champion Hero ran over in base to base with this. So that's good. We'll notice this one here stayed. This is the one that actually went away. I had kind of shifted over here. Molg had kind of ran over. The Earthborn walked over and then cast Elemental Communion again. And then the Janessa came over, cast a wall. Doomshaper moved up and then used Primal Shock with Molg to go after the pod from, the pod there from the Storm Wall. These guys once again moved up, armor bonus, no continuous effects. I tried to move them around like that to block line of sight. Hopefully we'll see how that goes. And then just kind of general ran up, moved up, Whelp moved up. This guy just kind of moved up a little bit, trying to get in position to see what it is. So we're on turn 3 now. No points for anybody. Yeah. I forgot to mention I did cast Wild Aggression on Molg this turn also too. Okay, so I believe it's turn 3, end of Cygnar's turn. So you want to recap here?
All right. Well, I stood still here with 3 allocation and fired at a bunch. These 2 here missed 3 times, hit once, and did enough damage to get a tough roll, which he passed.
Right.
Walked over, and camped. Moved, and that's it.
Yeah, he actually fired over here too, missed with this side with the arc. Needed a 4, standing still, rolled 3s. Same thing over here, needed like 4s and missed a bunch, rolled 3s. Darius actually tried to shoot a blast weapon over here, it scattered backwards. So that's kind of about it. Dropped another pod right here, and then another covering fire. So that's where we're at. So and I got 1 point so far from this last turn. Okay, so first of all, he just stood there. He didn't really do anything. I should have done something with it, but I couldn't really. He, let's back up a little bit. So I basically moved these guys up, did a charge run, did the +1 strength, and then they charged the pod that was here, and then they ran and got into base to base here. Then Doomshaper moved up, popped his feet, and then cast Refuge on that guy, and then got rid of some Fury. I kept Wild Aggression, obviously. So then he ran, charged up here, couldn't kill those guys, which is lame. Did a little bit of damage there, not much. And with Refuge, was able to run back here. The Whelp moved over. The Earthborn, which was over here, he cast his Amnes on Molg, and then just kind of walked over here to get in a position. Janessa moved over, cast the wall here. Molg, so I was able to charge up here, killed one of the half-jacks, was able to goad over and started attacking that Hammersmith. I forgot that he had Fortify and what actually Fortify does, because I was hoping to slam him into Darius, and so that didn't work. I wasn't able to actually kill the Jack either. We did, as you can see, a lot of damage, but not all of it. I still left him with 1 open Fury just in case I need to transfer something to him. This half-jack, which I couldn't kill, which is so lame, is just within 4 inches, so that's contesting. And then over here I got another point, so in a turn 3 for trolls I have 2 points. Just to double check here, the Axer is actually maxed out, and then you can see the Fury that's only on these guys here. This is actually for Wild Aggression, to remember. That's Molg. That's the Earthborn. Oh, go ahead, Chad. Tell me what you thought I should have did on that turn.
Instead of buying one of the attacks on him after he was right here, was to, for 2, your last 2 Fury, is to cast your Animus, which would have shut down my spell casting ability.
Right.
And then go full throttle on my turn.
So something to think about. Okay, so end of Cygnar's turn 4, so we'll just recap. I guess, tell me if I'm wrong here, but Darius moved up first and then attacked, cast full throttle, hits Mulg, I think once, did a little bit
twice,
of damage.
but only one did any damage.
Okay.
Healed him
with a bodge from one of the half jacks. So then he was back up. He was missing his right arm. Then he moved up, hit Mulg, pushed him, hit Mulg again, pushed him, hit him, slam, chain attack, knocked him down. Mulg stopped here because the objective, and then didn't quite finish him off.
It was a 1-inch slam. So
yeah, 1-inch slam.
Charged
over here. Once again, rolled poor for damage, so didn't really do a lot of damage. I ended up popping some whelps out here with the damage, and then I think the journeyman warcaster had to shoot through here to kill one of the whelps, so that the hammersmith can get through. This guy just at the end of turn just kind of ran over here. Stormwall, I guess, moved up. And then
shot and did piss poor.
Right, shot over here. Actually killed
champion.
The hero, and then shot again over here. Didn't do anything. Shot at Mulg. Didn't really do anything. Or I think it did a little bit of damage, but a lot of no real damage. And then these guys kind of ran, so they're contested. No points were given here. Just to give you an idea, this is what Mulg is at. He has 6 left. So, okay. Okay, so end of, I think it's turn 4 still, Trolls. So let's see what happened. The big thing, I think Mulg, I didn't force him to get up, but I did. He did eat a whelp to get rid of all his fury. And when he stood up, I basically finished off the one hammersmith, and then hit the other one down to 1. And the final attack was a smite attack that went over here, did 4 points of damage to the squire also. I totally forgot I should have did these guys first, but I didn't. If I would have had that +1 strength, that would have been very nice. But anyway, so they charged in, tried to kill him off, didn't. I forgot that he doesn't have a weapon, so oh well. Mulg also, I think he ate a whelp to get a point of damage back at his mind. So Doomshaper came over here, Primal Shocked, to try to finish off that guy. Missed with the first one, and then the second one did just enough damage to finish off that one. Over here, Janessa charged over, or actually this guy charged over, killed one of the half-jacks, hit him, I don't think he did any damage. Janessa moved in. Armor piercing, I think she did a little bit of damage, right? Then that kind of cleared, had a little bit of space. The Earthborn moved up, did some damage, most of it on this side. One was on this side since we're kind of in the middle. We rolled for it. And so no points contesting over here. The stupid Stormwall is in the middle of everything, so I got to kill him before I can get any sort of points. But that's it. Okay. Okay, so here's where we're at. So Cygnar turned 5. So what we were doing is he had kind of a possible thing on assassination run on Mold. I did not.
I thought it was
here, hold on.
3 for
Hey, hold on. Just wait a second, would you? So we had one thing. He was trying to move over and shoot. I didn't realize that the Colossals can shoot in melee. So hit him, and then Mulg moved over, didn't do any damage, and then proceeded to continue to hit him. One of the questions that we had was protective fit, is if I could keep doing it, like every time he shot with one and did damage, could I hit him again? So I didn't do that. I just did it the once. It didn't really matter. He got down to, I think, 3 or 4. and then we kind of called it at this point. So with knowing a little bit of things, I had one transfer, and the first one did 13 damage, so I was able to transfer it. So knowing about maybe if I had that transfer or what I could do, I think you might have done something a little bit differently. But I think we called it just because it's getting late, because he only really has that, and I could, hopefully try to get over here and assassinate or do, even take out this Jack here. So. Okay, any other final thoughts there, Chad?
No.
All right, okay. Good game.